All right. It's Wesley with Expandacraft, and we are at Primitive Camp, which is on Bald Point State Park. We took off from Tucker Lake, which is a mile and a half away. Took me about 40 minutes to get here because we were fighting one heck of a current. The current was probably moving, I don't know, maybe 3.5 knots or better. And then the boat was making, well, a mile and a half. It took us 40 minutes to get here, but we were doing pretty good, probably across the water about 6 knots, 5 miles an hour or so. And so this 18-pound thrust water snake motor has done a spectacular job. By the way, this is one of the excursions that will be available to you if you camp out with us at the Expandacamp or Adventure Base Camp here in Panacea, Florida. And you can get here by bicycle. I have been. This is the first time that I've been here from Tucker Lake to Primitive Camp. I got to tell you, folks, I am super impressed. And remember, this has got the swivel seat on it for just me today, but you can put 2 seats side by side, and you can get a little bimini top so that you can have a side-by-side 2-person little pontoon boat. This whole thing breaks down, and yep, go in the back of a Prius. I always talk about the Prius. Be surprised how much room's in the back of those little cars. Anyway, a little hatchback is all you need. I've got the 30 amp hour battery. I put the tester on it earlier, and it looks like, even though I was going against a crazy current and wind all the way here, 40 minutes, and it's barely got any reading. It's still at like 80-something% for a 30 amp hour battery. And I got a 50 amp hour battery underneath there, just waiting in the wings in case the other one gives out. I did notice that when I put the skeg down, that's the black rudder shaped thing. Well, actually it is a rudder, except in this case it's fixed, so it's called a skeg. It does help to keep the boat straighter, because in the current and in the wind, if you only have the motor, it was a lot of steering adjustments, inputs to make the boat go straight. The current and this is also got some springs in it, so the current steers the boat, and the skeg helps tame that down a little bit, slows down the left-right process. I think if I did this all over again, I would fix the motor in a position, and I'd put a large rudder, like one of my sailing rudders, because those things are super efficient. You so much less steering input. Well, that is the 3rd episode of this crazy day. We got our blue and yellow boat going on here today. You can say it's a Ukraine colored boat. Just how it ended up is that my blue bows are the ones that have the boat numbers on it, and I switch them back and forth from this, that, and the other boat. So I have one registration, but a dozen different boats. Expandacraft.com. Don't forget, too, that this trimaran can become a solo. All you need to do is knock off one of the hulls, put a different set of cross tubes in it, and just use one of the decking. Use the one that's closest to me with the skeg, and you can paddle it like a kayak, or use the other one with the little motor on it, and it'll scoot quite fine. Apparently, it scoots about 6 miles an hour. Not too shabby. Expandacraft.com. Don't forget to follow us and learn more about not only this boat, but all the other Expandacraft that we intend on testing. Expandacraft.com.